that guy. Cause
It set off the smoke detector.
no, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. So it's like.
So yeah, I mean that could have just been a red herring too, just like
Yeah.
gotcha.
We got a lot of emails on that.
But yeah, that would be a good one to actually ask of Damon and Carlton. If you ever got the chance, they'll never answer it, but that would be a cool one to get answered. Next question. Right here.
Hey guys, big fan. My name's Jason, and I've seen you guys the last couple Comic-Cons. You guys were all awesome. Went to the bar last night and didn't talk to all of you, but just really cool. Like, what
I kind of remember that.
A little bit, yeah. So thanks again for doing what you guys do. You're awesome. Question
Thank you.
for all of the panelists actually is, despite the sense of satisfaction you guys might have about all of the big answers having been answered, I would like to hear from each of you maybe one answer to a unsolved question that you would still kind of want to know about.
The meaning of the temple. I mean, what was the importance of the temple?
Yeah.
I mean, that one I think they needed to answer. Maybe they will. And that's, they go back and do a mini-series. Well, who built the temple? Who built the, why was it there? Because they built it up as, like, people that were dissatisfied. I agreed with them. I said, well, yeah, I agree with you. They built it up, and then they said, okay, the smoke monster goes in and kills everybody, and we don't see the temple again.
Which was fun.
Yeah. It was a great scene. I enjoyed the scene. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see that. But I think they kind of show that there were some mystic properties with the water, and depending on the quality of the water is kind of the
basically,
barometer.
once Jacob was dead, all bets were off.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe that was like kind of part of the light source. Maybe like not directly, but maybe indirectly. Oh, we got the 5-minute sign. That's cool. So we have 5 minutes. We have time for a couple more questions here. Right here.
Does anybody know?
Is that a Kenneth the Page shirt?
Yes, it is.
Very cool.
Thank you. Does anybody know what the storyline with Mr. Echo would have been had the actor come back?
God,
I heard that.
What do you guys think? Who got the storyline, Echo's storyline? Who kind of filled in for Echo? Would you say maybe Desmond? That's who I thought. Maybe Desmond's character. Maybe Echo would have had some of Desmond's traits. Maybe because he was in the
monastery and he had sort of the religious overtones.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I loved all the theories about, when Desmond tells the story that he was found in the street by someone with a rope around his waist, and people were saying that that was Jacob.
Oh.
Maybe in a previous life or off the island. I kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, as far as the spiritual side, if it wasn't Mr. Echo, it would probably be Desmond.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard for me to equate Mr. Echo with a character. I think Mr. Echo was Mr. Echo. And, although I was really disappointed not to see him in the finale, I realized he didn't need to move on. He was a priest. He was already there. He didn't need to be in Los Angeles because he'd already found his way, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
Did he belong with
He was a killer priest. Let's see. Let's do Kelly Jo.
Right, yeah, no, I was saying, there were actual official reports that Desmond was the one that took.
Oh, there was official reports that Desmond did
I
take?
think it was like an interview with Carlton or something.
Interview with Carlton?
Yeah.
Carlton says a lot of things. Very cool. Right here. I know, Sir Josh, right? I'm just trying to get some extra people in here. Okay, good. But right here? Yes.
I want to know when Man in Black went into the heart of the island in that cave, he turned into the smoke monster. How come when Desmond and Jack went in there, they didn't turn into a smoke monster?
Well, I think the explanation is Desmond had unique properties and abilities that let him resist the electromagnetic anomalies of the island. So that's how he did it. So when he uncorked it, that, I guess, nullified those properties. So Jack could go down there and drop the cork back in. But then Jack was transported to the same place that, was he transported?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
You just sort of turn up in the river.
Yeah, it does turn up in the same place where Man in Black's body showed up. And he got up, and then he laid down with Vincent. I mean, there is a theory out there that Jack is the new smoke monster. But, that's neither here nor there. We don't know if that's the case.
I don't see Matthew Fox carrying on that role, though.
No.
I think he's done with Lost.
He'll take the body of Carl.
Carl. That's what,
That'll make you happy,
that's a
right?
scary smoke buster.
Oh man, right here?
One question I've kept coming back to, you know, dissecting it all over and over, is the role of Dharma.
Mm-hmm.
Who brought them there? Was it Jacob? Was it Man in Black? Did they somehow find the island on their own via the coordinates, via the scientific side of it? Maybe I wondered to see what you guys thought about that. Because they played up Dharma so much, and then I love that part of it, but they kind of left that open for us.
That's another big complaint.
Well, I mean, the way I saw it, especially, and I think season 6 added that context when the Man in Black's people were starting to poke around and ask questions and dig holes, and they got wiped out.
Yeah.
So I think Dharma Initiative was just the next example, the next cycle of people sensing the power, sensing something special, bringing people to the island, starting to dig holes, starting to poke around, and then they get wiped out too when they got too close. I mean, I don't know why them specifically, but I think just more in terms of starting with human nature and curiosity, but turning into wanting to exploit, and that's pretty much all there was to that.
I agree.
We have time for
One
one more question.
more question?
And what's your question?
Right here, right here.
This isn't a question, but Jay, can you do your Claire impersonation?
Don't tell me how to raise my baby, Charlie. It's my baby. I don't feel safer with you around the baby.
No one's from Australia. We get a lot of bad emails from Australia.
Okay, go. We're gonna go through the middle doors. Well, anyways, thank you everybody for coming. If you're here next year, we'll probably have another Lost panel because we love talking to you guys, we love talking about the show. And stick around for the Lost Rewatch. First week of September is when we start. First week of September, the Lost Rewatch with Jay and
The
Jack.
pilot will be first. We'll do the pilot first.
Really, the pilot? Are you sure first?
No, by
Oh, yeah, I'm just kidding.
If anybody wants some macadamia nuts from Hawaii, as long as they last, come on up. Thank you.